Wait, what is that?
I mean, I think it's cutting funding for farmers, right?
Isn't it increased regulation for agriculture?
I don't know.
Meet Orwell, an app that aims to increase youth civic engagement through making legislation accessible so that every young voter can swipe through bills just as easily as scrolling or playing the daily Wordle.
We're a group of high schoolers passionate about government. As we were debating with our peers every day, we realized that many of us didn't understand current policies, and this is an extremely pressing problem to us, as civic engagement is crucial for democracy. After surveying local youth, we found that 62.5% of students are interested in current affairs but don't know what bills are being passed in Congress, and many of them agreed that they would love to see an app that makes these bills easier to understand.
Orwell aims to increase civic engagement by breaking down and monitoring bills passing in Congress in an accessible and engaging way for American youth by presenting the information in a more digestible fashion.
We use Firebase for our database, HTML and CSS for our front-end, Node.js for a lot of our back-end as well as front-end interaction, and Python/JavaScript for the NLP and LLM.
Now, getting into our AI-generated bill breakdowns. To summarize the bill, we used the legal long-former model to summarize bills which were trained on legal documents to achieve precise summaries that contain the entire context of the bill without losing significant information. Additionally, to make the bill summary more eye-catching, we implemented active reading strategies. We used a natural entity recognition large language model that is specifically trained to recognize certain kind of nouns, and we added our own logic to it to help our Python program recognize keywords to be highlighted in summaries. For example, here we have a very large bill, and in our database, the model generated a summary and stored it here.
But after reading the summary, users might wonder, why does this matter to me? Using the Llama LLM and custom logic, we generated personalized impact summaries based on the user's stored demographics. This turned bills from distant legal documents into something they could personally relate to. Using our custom sentiment analysis pipeline, users can see how different media outlets feel about a bill, what they emphasize, and what they leave out. So here's what we did. First, we extracted possible SEO words by extracting nouns or certain parts of speech through symbolic NLP. Then we ranked these candidates based on relevancy according to sentence transformer LLMs. After that, we web scraped using multiple APIs using SEO keywords to find articles on the subject we're looking for. And lastly, we ran sentiment analysis on these subjects, also analyzing them for themes that popped up the most.
We also have a polling feature in our app so that policymakers can also benefit, and not just youth. In real time, they can see what the country thinks of a bill, and the votes are stored in the Firebase database for further analysis.
We also added gamification aspects, such as streaks, quiz points, and leaderboards that Gen Z appreciates. We used the Cerebus API to generate interactive quizzes from the summaries stored in Firebase.
Today, 48 million young Americans want to understand our nation but currently don't find it accessible. But with Orwell, we aim to transform youth engagement with legislation, making complex bills effortless and fun to learn about. Thank you.